Ever tried to buy something online only to find the website suddenly down? It might not be your Wi-Fi. It could be a DDoS attack. Imagine a digital traffic jam. Thousands of junk requests flood a website, blocking real users from getting through. DDoS attacks come in different forms, each with its own method of causing chaos. In this video, we'll break down the three main types: volumetric, protocol, and application layer attacks. By the end, you'll know exactly what's happening when a site goes dark and how these attacks work. Let's dive in. First up, volumetric attacks, the internet's equivalent of a tidal wave. These attacks use massive botnets, compromised devices like computers and smart gadgets, to send overwhelming amounts of data to a target. The goal? Saturate the target's bandwidth so real users can't get through. Attackers often use amplification tricks, sending small requests to public servers that reply with huge responses aimed at the victim. It's like sending a postcard and having your neighbor receive a truckload of encyclopedias. Volumetric attacks can reach terabits per second, making them hard to stop with ordinary defenses. The real solution is upstream filtering, specialized services that sift out junk traffic before it reaches you. Think of it as a giant sieve, letting only clean data through. These attacks are blunt but devastating, and they're the most common DDoS method. Next, let's look at a sneakier approach. Protocol attacks are more subtle. They target the rules that keep the internet running. Instead of flooding bandwidth, they exploit weaknesses in network protocols like TCP. A classic example is the SYN flood. Attackers send fake connection requests, filling up the server's memory with half-finished handshakes. The server gets overwhelmed, unable to process real users. Other protocol attacks use fragmented or malformed packets, forcing servers to waste resources trying to reassemble junk data. These attacks are like prank calls that tie up every phone line, blocking real communication. Defending against them requires smart firewalls and techniques like SYN cookies, which prevent servers from wasting resources on fake requests. Protocol attacks are low volume but high impact, death by 1,000 paper cuts. They're harder to spot than volumetric floods, but just as dangerous. Now, let's meet the most sophisticated DDoS threat. Application layer attacks go after the actual services you use: websites, APIs, databases. These attacks mimic real user actions like searching or submitting forms, but at a scale no human could match. The server gets bogged down processing thousands of expensive requests, eventually crashing or slowing to a crawl. Unlike other DDoS types, these attacks are hard to detect. Traffic looks normal, just more of it. A common example is the HTTP flood, where bots send endless requests for resource-heavy pages. It's like 1,000 people each asking a librarian for the rarest book, all at once. Defending against these attacks requires web application firewalls and smart monitoring to spot suspicious patterns. Sometimes sites use CAPTCHAs to separate humans from bots. Application layer attacks are stealthy, targeted, and can take down even well-protected sites. So, how do we fight back? Now you know the three faces of DDoS: brute force floods, protocol trickery, and stealthy application attacks. Each requires a different defense, but understanding them is the first step. Next time a site goes down, you'll know what might be happening behind the scenes. Awareness is your best defense, whether you run a website or just use the internet every day. Stay curious, stay informed, and help build a safer digital world. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.